The next song that I want to play is one that some of you may be familiar with it, but it's a song that I also think is so powerful in a group like this. And I would ask actually that you close your eyes for this one and just listen to the music.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest.
It's important to realize that people they're not just the worst thing that they've ever done in their life. Once you execute a person, any chance of exoneration or us trying to right the wrong is completely extinguished. There's nothing more you can do.
Over the many years of being a lawyer and going to court, I realized that most people who are actually on death row are poor people. Death penalty is inhumane, is degrading. So how do we now make sure that the lawyers who are representing capital offenders, how do we make sure that they render effective legal representation to their clients? How?
We began the Makwanyane Institute because we recognized that African capital defenders were not receiving the resources and the training that they needed to effectively represent people facing the death penalty. And as a result, their clients were being sentenced to death for crimes they didn't commit or crimes that were not eligible for the death penalty under international law.
I'm not a doctor, I don't know how to use injection and all of that, but I know how to use the law to save lives. Being a Makwanyane fellow is like the best thing that has happened to me in my 27 years and in my 7 years as a lawyer.
Being a lawyer for me is to help someone trusting you. Being in Makwanyane has liberated me, it has enlightened me, it has made me, I have been reborn as a lawyer, I can say.
What we are trying to convey to all of the Makwanyane defenders is that because the work we do is so difficult and so few people understand why we do it, that we have to rely on each other.
It's not a lecture. It's a practical learning program.
They brought in people who have been in this field for so long, people who can share successful initiatives that have worked in their jurisdiction. So having them to share their experience, to tell you how they were able to navigate those challenges, it's been really, really, really good.
After getting all this information and all this background, it just, unlocks your mind and you start seeing your cases in a different way, you start seeing your clients in a different way.
The advantage of being a Makwanyane fellow is that you create network. The moment I met the other fellows, you could see that energy of we are all family.
It's important for Africa, it's important for the world as a globe, and there is an interconnectiveness. The fact that I could just call someone from Canada, someone from the US, someone from Malawi, it's a lot for me.
We hope that one day Cornell will become superfluous. You will have a Makwanyane Institute that is based in Africa, that is run by Africans, that is staffed by our alumni, who will then be training not only lawyers throughout the African continent, but will be sharing the lessons that they've learned with death penalty defenders in Asia, and death penalty defenders in the Middle East and even in the United States.
What I'm taking from here is inspiration. There's a lot to be changed, and Makwanyane has given me that drive for change.
The great thing is when I go back home, I'm going back with 2 more Makwanyane defenders. So we have a bigger team and we have a bigger knowledge base now.
Like Nigeria now, I think we're about seven Makwanyane fellows right now. And then we also have a network of lawyers who are working against death penalty in Nigeria.
Every lawyer out there who is interested in capital defense needs to hear about this, needs to just be part of this, really.
We're gonna try and see how we can incorporate our training here into our practice even more. So yeah, we're going back armed and ready.
stand with us. Come on. We believe in freedom and rest until it comes. To me, young people come first. They come first. They have the courage where we fail. And if I can but shed some light as they carry us through the gate.